Hello, I'm Suzanne Filiatro, Director of Talent Development at the Institute of Communication Agencies. ICA is the only industry association providing the latest in training, advice, and thought leadership for the Canadian communications industry. The group of participants you're about to hear from helped us confirm the value of bringing the IPA's Foundation Certificate to Canada. Here's what they had to say.
Going into it, I really had no expectations because I had never really done an online course like this, especially something that's kind of on an international level.
In the end, it was really helpful because you were able to apply all that knowledge and really relate it to what you do every day in your job.
So I'd say the biggest thing for me is just the overall kind of knowledge of what different agencies do. That's the biggest thing that I pulled.
I think I really liked the fact that it touched on all the different aspects of the industry, because I'm in creative and so I only know what we do, and it never really, not that it didn't occur to me, but I never knew. No one ever really tells you, well, what do account services do, or what do clients have to do, because they have their own agendas, but we never know about that stuff. So I thought it was really interesting that it touches on all these little parts that you might not necessarily know.
I just thought back to every brief that I've seen, and before, when I would look at it, you would just kind of you would see what other agencies are doing or what they've, talked about in the brief, and didn't really have a full understanding. But now I can look at what the media side is going to look like and have a better understanding, so that when I look at our piece, it feels like you can almost tie them in a little bit and tie the two together and make sure that everything's kind of on the same page.
I think the value would be very high, because the certificate touches on all the important things that influence our day-to-day life, so that you understand where your client comes from and how you can add value to their business.
I work day-to-day with the clients, so I find some of the things I learned will help me when I'm managing my day-to-day with clients, understanding their schedule, understanding all of the things they have on their plate, which has really opened my eyes to being more efficient when I'm contacting the client directly. So I'm getting to the point, I'm working on our next steps, because they don't have all the time in the world to be reading through their emails. We're trying to make it easier for them.
I would say the perspective across all different parties within an advertising agency, and to kind of have greater insight into what the media team does and how they function, and how, as an accounts person, I can best support the other kind of parties within the agency to do their job the best, and then to deliver results to the client.
Getting this general background knowledge of everything, it helps you speak to your peers and hear your directors and your VPs when they're talking. You can understand a little bit more of what they're saying, and just you don't have to spend time focusing on that. It just becomes part of your just general knowledge, and you feel just more confident that you kind of know what the goal is for everybody.
If I took this when I first started at my agency, it would help me have a better understanding about what everybody does. I think it's really relatable, because I do work with briefs and all that every day, especially because I'm on the media side. So yeah, I thought it was a great learning experience.
The IPA Foundation Certificate has been totally localized for the Canadian context and brings the best in industry learning from Canada and around the world. We hope you'll consider the potential of this online learning solution for the advancement of your best and brightest.